Good afternoon, everyone. Today is June 25th, 2020, and I just want to do a quick general update on the seeds that I got from Anna of Cactus Caffeine and a few of the other seeds and plants that I have. First off, let's start with these that are the oldest, I think. These are my Mammillaria pennispinosa, and they're still just tiny little spheres. But if you look back there at that one, looks like it's got hair growing out of it. Those are the first spines starting to come up. That is so cute. This one in the back left also has that. And then the newest ones are still just tiny little spheres. That is so cool. I can't wait for them to start getting cactus shaped. Okay, this is my Pachycereus Prandelli seeds. This is the common name is Cardone, and this is the largest cactus in the world. These things aren't, it says 15th, but it's actually 16th because I did them on the 15th at night. And so they're 9 days old, and they're already, this is a 2-inch pot. They are mushed in there. They're starting to get their first spines, which are those little white things in the center. And I think I'm going to have to open this bag early. What do you guys think? What should I do with them? And then transplant them on? I don't even know how many are in there. A lot. And they grew so fast. So yeah, could use some advice on that. Here are my Saguaro Seedlings. There's fewer of these guys, but they're doing pretty good. I'm hoping that these guys will acclimate to the Florida climate, because I have 3 older saguaros outside and they're not too happy, but they were raised out west. So if these guys are born here, maybe they'll get used to it. Okay, these 2 I got from another grower here in Florida. We got an Echinopsis trichechii. And today is again the 25th, so you can see how young and how quickly the seeds that took the longest for me to sprout took about 7 or 8 days. But most stuff comes up for me within 3 days, with the fastest seeds to ever come up being the Cardone seeds that came up in 1 day. And not as many. These didn't seem to do as well. Hopefully they'll be okay. And those are like giant cactuses. They'll be really awesome. Okay, now these were the seeds that gave me the hardest time of any of the seeds. These came from Cactus Caffeine. This is the Rainbow Hedgehog. And stuff finally came out. Now the only reason they were hard is because I thought I messed up and I thought I had killed them. What happened was I sterilized all the water, so I boiled the water that went in here and I microwaved the soil to get rid of as many bacteria as possible. And I didn't wait long enough, and I also have a very high heat tolerance, so I thought that the soil felt fine, and I put the seeds in, and then I realized that maybe I've cooked the seeds. I put them in too soon. Luckily, they're okay. It wasn't too hot, and they've started to come up. Finally, these took a long time. There's not very many, and maybe I did kill some of them, but I'm just glad that something came up, and I hope these guys make it to adulthood. And these are seeds of Cactus acanthodes. This is common name is compass barrel cactus. They are from Arizona. And it's a cactus that grows pretty tall for a barrel, and it tends to lean towards the south or southeast, I think, and that's why it's called a compass barrel, because they all lean in that direction, so it's pretty funny. Plus it's kind of an ugly, creepy looking cactus, and you guys know I like that kind of thing. And these are more seeds from Cactus Caffeine, Gymnocalycium baldianum, and a Parodia tonus, and they have come up very nicely. lots and lots of little babies coming out. Okay, now all these are going to be Trichycereus grandiflora, or the torch cactuses of different colored flowers. And this one here is another screw up I made. Cactus Caffeine sent me two types of orange. One was a peach and one was an orange. And when I was making the labels, for some reason, I wrote orange on everything. And you see I've got it crossed out here. I think this is the peach, but I just can't remember, and I'm kind of mad at myself because I will now never know until these things reach flowering age, which could be hundreds of years. No, just kidding, not that long, but yeah, I may not find out for maybe 5 years. Anyways, they look really nice, and lots of them are coming up. And we got the rainbow giant, and I think this is the real orange in here. And this is all nice and humid in here. You can't really see too much of what's going on. The camera won't focus, but you kind of get the idea. Yeah, I love these sushi trays. And I put them in my little shelf over there. And the pink lights, and they do great. I think I like this method better than the bag method, although I did use a lot of bags because some of the seeds that were really special to me that I didn't want to lose, I didn't want to risk contamination if there were like 2 pots per bag or 2 types of seeds in 1 box. So yeah, both methods seem to work equally as well for me, but this is just easier to handle and stack and move around. It's more durable and less chance of an accident of a clumsy nerd tipping it over. Oops. Okay, here are the Opuntia Pina Colada. They're special because they make 3 different color flowers on the same plant. They can be pink, yellow, or orange. So pretty much having this Opuntia, I don't need to buy any other kind of Opuntia. They haven't rooted yet, but this method works best for me. In these glass jars, it's just perfect. I've got rooting hormone in here. And let me show you another Opuntia. This is the Cacanapa elisiana. And I have had this in here for about 2 weeks, maybe. And you can see the roots are coming in nicely right there. I do have to refill this every few days because it starts to evaporate, so I just added a little more water. And then there's a root coming out of there and a root coming out of these aerials. This method just works best for me. And I got that rock in there to keep it upright, otherwise it kept falling out of the pot. And I don't know what's going on here. That looks gross. I don't know if those are roots coming out. That part was never in water, so I don't know why it's doing that. It's not a flower, it's not a thorn, or excuse me, a spine. I call them thorns, even though I know they're spines. I prefer to say it. And look, maybe it looks like a sap that dried out. Anyways, so I'll be potting this one up once I think the roots are long enough. And it's a really beautiful, cute pad. I love it because it doesn't really have glochids. This was a just because gift that Chris got me at Lowe's. They had a few of these, unlabeled of course, so annoying. It was only $5 and it says Desert Escape. What is that? That doesn't tell you anything. So annoying. But anyways, it doesn't tell you, but it's an aloe. It's a hybrid of some sort. I think it's either an aloe oik or an aloe delta dawn. What do you guys think? It's got like these peach, pale orange teeth and little dots on a green body. It's really heavily textured. It's very pretty, and it's a small aloe for now. They'll get bigger. So that's cool. I love that he just got me that because I liked it and I wanted it. Here's one of the little echinopsis that was already rooted from Cactus Caffeine. Little 2-inch pots. I hope those will grow well for me. And then lastly, I have this unknown. I got it from Lowe's. And it was one of those rescues that had a fake flower. I had it ripped off the aerial. So I put cinnamon to fix it. I don't know what this is. If anybody can idea it, it's got new yellow thorns coming in at the top. Very pretty. I don't know if they're supposed to be yellow or if that was dye from the fake flowers it had. I need to repot it. It's still in the pot that it came with the bad soil up. But I just love it's like blue-green. And I'm hoping it'll be one of those that gets really tall. Okay, so that is the update on my seedlings and gift plants. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Des signing off.